Hello, and welcome to another special edition of Dave Campbell's Rising. My name is Mallory Hartley, and I'm the coordinating producer of recruiting here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And sitting alongside me, it's my partner in crime, the director.
It really is. My heart's beating.
His heart is beating. He's the director of recruiting at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Greg Powers. And Powers, what an atmosphere that we have. We're looking out over the gym here at Frisco Panther Creek, and we've got fans galore out here waiting for this special commitment.
Yeah, I'm really fired up, and you can see the helmets right here. One lucky school is going to get their dreams to come true today whenever they get a commitment from the #1 safety in Texas, Donovan Webb.
Well, if you guys are new, welcome. We're Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and we provide coverage of every high school in the state of Texas. And today, we're going to be doing a live commitment. We're live from Frisco, Texas, where Frisco Panther Creek, 4-star safety, class of 2026, Donovan Webb, will be making his commitment announcement here in just a couple of seconds. And Powers, he's the #1 safety in the entire state of Texas. 36 offers in total to show for it. You can hear the crowd behind you. He's the real deal, guys. He's the real deal. But today, he's going to be narrowing down his options between Notre Dame, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and Michigan. And man, what a list that he's got going on here. We'll talk about his attributes here in just a second. Donovan Webb, like I said, the #1 safety in the state of Texas. Versatility and the type of production that Donovan brings to the table is just unreal. 120 tackles, 9 pass breakups, and 5 interceptions on his junior campaign last season. Powers, why is he the #1 safety in the state of Texas?
Well, first off, he'll take your head off, right? And I think that's one of the most important things when I'm watching tape. I want to see somebody come downhill and strike, but there's no drop off in coverage. So what made it easy for me to rank him as the #1 safety in Texas was that he brings everything that you're looking for to the table. And that's why he had over 35 scholarship offers, right? All these schools were coming after him because he fits within any system. You know, I even think he could play corner if he wanted to, so I wouldn't put it past him if he was able to do that, just because his coverage skills are so elite. But sign me up for a guy who will take your face off on tape, and that's going to be one of my favorites.
6 foot, 185 pounds, an absolute ball hawk. And he comes from a family of athletes. Both of his parents played sports at Kansas State. His sister played basketball at the University of Houston. And guys, there's 2 other little brothers in the Webb family who also play football.
We're trying to get their commitments too.
That's kind of our whole game plan here, right? But talk about his family bloodlines.
Yeah, definitely. I think that feeds into it, and you can kind of see it as he's progressed year over year. The attention to detail is there, and I credit his family and the coaching staff here at Panther Creek of doing a great job of development with Donovan Webb, because when he first came onto the scene, he was already like bona fide one of those guys, but year over year, he's progressed his game and gotten incrementally better, which makes me think when he gets into the college strength and conditioning program, NFL scouts are going to be buzzing.
Well, Powers, I don't think we should waste any more time here. And to let you guys know, this is an actual secret. Nobody except really Donovan and his parents know where he's going. We don't even know where he's going. So this will truly be a surprise to everyone. So give us just a second. We'll bring Donovan Webb in here to make his commitment between Notre Dame, Kansas State, and Texas Tech or Michigan. Just give us a couple seconds and we'll let the star come on board.
joined out here by Hayden Gunner at Denton High School. Man, it's a big day for you. You got your decision coming right now.
After a lot of thinking with the family, talking, stressing out.
Let's see exactly where Malik Hawkins is going to be heading.
First off, I want to start by thanking God. Without him, I wouldn't be anything. I wouldn't be blessed with all these opportunities.
Got 5 schools he's choosing between. We're about to find out who it's going to be. Got your teammates, coaches, family, friends surrounding you, so you couldn't have a bigger stage right here to announce it on. So without further ado, we're going to go to the man right here, Kobe Foreman. Who's it going to be?
I will be attending.
I'll be committed to the University of Oklahoma.
University of Texas A&M.
Stanford University.
The University of Oklahoma.
Dear football, you've been more than a game to me. You've been a teacher, a battleground, and a blessing all wrapped in one. I remember the first time I held you. I was just a kid with big dreams and a helmet way too big for my head. Back then, I didn't understand the lessons you were already teaching me about heart, hustle, and hunger. I just knew I loved you. You taught me what it means to sacrifice, to wake up before the sun, to run one more sprint when my legs said no. You introduced me to pain, but you also introduced me to the purpose. When others were out having fun, you reminded me that greatness is built in silence. The lights, the noise, the band, the crowd, it's more than a game.
Aubrey turns, gives it to Harper, he stopped short!
It's a moment where everything else disappears. You gave me the adrenaline, joy, pressure, and pride. I played through bruises, losses, and critics. But I also tasted victory, brotherhood, and unforgettable memories. Football, you gave me a second family in that locker room. You brought me closer to people who mattered the most, my parents, my coaches, my teammates. You strengthened my faith when things got hard. You made me lean on God when I didn't have the answers. You reminded me to stay humble even when the spotlight was on me. Now as I stand at this crossroads between the kid I was and the man I'm becoming, I just want to say thank you for shaping me, for testing me, for loving me back even when I messed up. No matter where this journey leads me next, I always carry you with me, forever grateful, forever yours. Donovan Webb.
I'm Greg Powers with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and I welcome you all in to Panther Creek High School here for the commitment of Donovan Webb, the #1 rated safety in the Lone Star State, which is quite an accomplishment in and of itself. But a bigger accomplishment is going to be which lucky college is going to get his commitment. Is it going to be Michigan, Texas Tech, Kansas State, or Notre Dame? Without further ado, the stage is yours, Donovan.
First, I want to start off by thanking God for, let me restart. First, I want to thank God for giving me the talent to play the game that I love. Second, I want to thank my parents for always supporting me, my big sister and my little brothers. I love y'all, thank y'all for everything. To the rest of my family and to all my friends, thank y'all for showing up and cheering me on. Thank you for all my coaches and trainers who have taken the time to develop me over the years. Lastly, I want to thank my college coaches who recruited me. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to live out my dream. With that being said, I'm happy to announce my commitment to
All right, Donovan, I know it was a long and stressful recruiting process, over 35 scholarship offers. Did this one truly come down to the bitter end? I mean, were you wrestling with this decision the whole time?
Oh, yes, sir, of course. The reason why I chose Tech was because they made me feel like a priority. Every time I came there, they made me feel like wanted.
Kind of talk about the culture at Texas Tech. It seems like recruiting is really hot right now. They're one of the top-rated teams in all of college football. Did you feel that when you were on campus, the positivity and the program being on the rise?
Oh, yeah, the coaches, the players, like the whole coaching staff made me feel wanted and made me feel like a priority there, and I feel like I can get developed.
Why should Tech fans be fired up that you're coming to campus? They're outside of the fact that you're the #1 safety in the state.
Oh, yeah, they're getting a playmaker, and I love to win.
There you go, a true winner here with Donovan Webb's won a lot of games at Panther Creek High School, and he's bringing that mentality to Lubbock. Stay right here on Dave Campbell's Texas Football for all of your recruiting news, and we'll be back in Panther Creek on July 8th for the commitment of Jalen Lott.